You know, I got to start with some quick announcements before we get into the games. Right now, you're looking at the Cavs trying to figure out what they should be trading for Ben Simmons and Mikal Bridges. For who? Darius Garland and Max Strus. Okay, we're going to get Brooklyn's 2028 second round and their first 2027 and their first 2028. And that is going to be it. All right, so we got the Boston Celtics beating the Knicks, and we have the Miami Heat next, and OKC's on the next side. Let's go.
Hi, everyone, and welcome. We've made it through group play here in the in-season tournament. Now it's time to ramp things up for the knockout stage. My favorite. This is the Eastern Conference quarterfinal. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. And now, in the first half of December, more games under our belt. The power rankings starting to take shape. Look at the Heat. They're stuck in the same spot, but still a top 10 team.
And with where Washington is, they have just done a magnificent job of building chemistry. Higher on this list than many people expected. One of the great stories thus far.
So the opening lineup for the wingmen, it's Hero and Butler. Then it's Williams. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Jaquez in at the 4. And for Washington, they've got Clint Capella. Paul George is out there with Marvin Bagley. Then it's Johnson. And it's Nembhard in at the 2-guard spot. Well, this is the start of the knockout round, Greg, for the in-season tournament. Both of these teams look fantastic as they won their respective groups during the group phase.
And Kevin, this is where the real test begins. It's all do or die for these teams in the knockout phase. Win here, and they move that much closer to representing the East in the NBA Cup.
Now, here's Johnson. Bagley the pass to Nembhard. He kicks it to Johnson. Cranes the three-pointer.
So I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that there's a different lineup going on. Usually, me and the computer are on a rotation as far as the minutes in the game plan. But because we're in a playoff type setting, and this is counting for more than just a regular season game, the lineups have been a little bit shortened. If you were playing 10, you're most likely playing 9 now. If you were playing 9, if you need all 9, then that's fine. But if you don't, you might even go to 8, especially later on in the in-season tournament as we go. But yeah, it's all on ACE. We're doing ACE substitutions, which means it's a little bit more time and minutes for the starters and the main people within the first like 6 or 7 in the lineup, and then 8 and 9 might get like, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 minutes, if that. And we have 10, I think. But ooh, do you see the hustle? This is what I'm saying, bro. This is playoff atmosphere. You know, we played the Heat before, but you know, we're on a whole different intensity now, baby. This is way different than before. But yeah, we're playing with the ACE, so you never really know. I could end up playing 36 minutes. I could end up playing 41, 42. You never really know. It depends. And especially because our coach, especially depends on performance.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck.
I would say there's a lot going on outside of the tournament right now, especially you see in the beginning of the video. Darius Garland's going to be on the Nets. Ben Simmons and Mikal Bridges are going to be on the Cavs, which means Donovan Mitchell, Mikal Bridges, Evan Mobley in them. That's going to look pretty good. I'm not going to lie to you. That was a pretty good rotation. We just couldn't make the shot. I'm curious to see what Darius Garland on the Nets looks like. That's going to be very interesting. the Magic have a brand new head coach. We faced them in the exhibition games. That's going to be more interesting.
And it's off from three-point range.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Here's Hero. Sinks that one from the post. Hero's got 17.
And this is why many are high on him.
Standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, what has to happen differently on defense in the second half?
Well, a little bit more activity. And we just have to be committed to what we do. Our identity to be aggressive, but more consistent with it.
Spell, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Welcome to halftime, folks. Before we talk about the game, let's check out who won Player of the Month in both the East and West. And in the West, Nikola Jokic.
The talent of the Jokers being recognized. Big achievements for the big man from Serbia. He's one of those players that can win at any time.
Yeah, he's asked to do a lot, I'm telling you, but he ends up doing it, and he gets a lot of triple-doubles, Shaq.
All right, let's focus on the half of play we just saw. It's proving to be an uphill battle for the Heat.
I think to win this game, they'll have to step up defensively, get nasty, touch them up, make them work for everything they get.
Letting your opponent shoot over 50%, rarely a recipe for success in this league. That is more than enough of us.
The Heat aren't going out like no slouch, bro. They're not. You know what I mean? I'm just glad we're playing at home. Wow, he really pulled that up in my face. That's crazy. But I'm glad we're playing at the Capital One Arena. You know, playing at home right now. Everyone's healthy for the most part. You know, somebody might be tired, but for the most part, everybody is healthy. And if we do get tired, listen, man, that shit's not really gonna matter because this is tournament week, okay? We don't just have 1 or 2 games this week. This is basically 1 or 2 playoff games, maybe 3 if you make it all the way. So 1 playoff game is like 2 regular season games. I've heard that before from NBA players. Like, obviously not speaking directly to them, but I've heard it in videos where it's like, yeah, 1 playoff game is like a couple regular games. That shit's real. Shit, I might even think LeBron said that one time. Beautiful pick by me. Man, I love when plays come together and we're just moving the ball. You know, I get the ball in space, pass it to the corner. He has an open 3. Even though he missed that, that's just what I like to see. And then, boom, I pass it and give him a pick. He has an open 3. But the Heat, like I said, they're crawling and scratching. There we go. I was about to say scrawling. That's crazy. Actually, I might make that up, scrawling. Yo, they are scrawling for the lead right now. And it is looking a little bit more and more like a playoff game the further we get into this. I will say, though, Paul George is stepping the fuck up. Thank you, man. I mean, for the most part, he's been doing pretty well. I'm not going to sit here and, like, shit on Paul George or nothing, especially because he's my teammate. But for the most part, he's doing what he needs to do. And every now and then, you know, he's like 36. He's getting older, I would say. Like, every now and then he kind of disappears. You know, ends the game with maybe 12 or 14 points. Ooh-wee! But when I'm performing like that, everybody else needs to step up. What you talking about, bro? Tyler Hero just got murked.
Done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be right back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about right here, man. I mean, this was a hard-fought game. In the end, though, we do what we're supposed to do. It's wild because if this was the WNBA, this would be a lot closer for some reason. Like, every single time I play a WNBA game, it goes all the way down to the last possession you can possibly have. And it's like, yo, can I win just comfortably one time without it being like a blowout, though? Like, you know what I mean? This is pretty much how it goes. Let's go, man.
And getting to that last four is a huge accomplishment. They gotta be thrilled. And I really think this team comes out of the East. I love their chances to make it to the championship.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Paul, a great team effort defensively. So what were your points of emphasis?
You know, we do a great job of helping one another and being in gaps. And, you know, if we're going to get beat, it's going to have to be, you know, beaten by contested shots and the ball being swung. You know, so that's what we had to do. We had to sit down, guard guys, and, you know, make them play on the offensive end as a team.
Well, y'all were real disruptive tonight, man. It led to the win. Congratulations. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we present our New Balance Player of the Game, the Cobra.
Our first opponent, done. Jovic actually led the team with 26. Jimmy Butler had 15, but he was 5 for 16, 1 for 7 though, cause 20 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists for Paul George. I had 29, 6, and 7, dog. 5 for 8 for 3. Jesus. We got the Celtics up next, and the Grizzlies are playing the Thunder. Who goes to the finals? Let's see.
Season tournament, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. This is Brian Anderson. Let's take a second to check in on the race for Rookie of the Year and see how the rankings are shaping up for this year's class of new NBA talents. You look at Johnson, what an incredible start to his rookie season, sitting in the #1 spot right now, but I'm sure this will be an exciting rookie race.
And you know his confidence must be soaring, sitting at the top of this impressive list of young talent.
That is no small achievement, even early on like this. I think it shows just how well he fits into playing at this level.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Boston Celtics. White and Brown are the 2 and the 3. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Pritchard in at the point. And for Washington, Marvin Bagley is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Paul George. Then there's Johnson. And it's Nembhard in at the shooting guard position. And whoever wins tonight will have a chance to compete for the NBA Cup.
And the excitement in this building is palpable. Fans coming from far and wide to be in attendance and watch this single elimination format in the NBA.
Now here's White. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by George. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. Back to Johnson. 4-3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Nice play, George creating for others, just manufacturing some points.
The Celtics are a very interesting team. I think one thing that put them over the top in order to win the championship, not only in real life but in the game last year, because this is the NBA today, and I started in the finals when the Celtics were up 2-0, so They won in this game, and they won in real life also. But I think one of the main X factors that they had was Drew Holiday, right? And Drew Holiday was almost considered a steal when they got him because they knew he played championship basketball. What is championship basketball? Being able to score and actually play defense. Being a real two-way player is considered championship basketball, right? Plus he's a guard, so he can dribble, he can pass a little bit. He's not exactly, you know, Allen Iverson with the ball, but, you know, he's a two-way guard and a two-way player. You know, combo guard, two-way player. It's pretty important. Now, they don't have him on this year's squad. Talking about in the game, the team that I'm facing right now. And that may be why they're a middling team in the middle of the pack.
That concludes the first quarter of play. Wizards out in front, up 8. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere.
24.
Mind you, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are suffice enough to make it to the playoffs, or at least the play-in. They are. Plus they have Porzingis, even though he could get injured at any point right now. And, you know, you have Derek White, who's currently in the Olympics. So you have a squad still. But it's just not the same, man. You need Drew. You do.
He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Johnson with it, now guarded by White. Johnson passes to Bagley. Johnson against White, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line.
And he makes a first. And the Wizards making a change here.
2 shots. Substitution on the court.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Brown scanning the floor. Shoots over George. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's the Washington Wizards with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story. Things are going well for the Washington Wizards.
So far, they're being the more physical team on the boards. They've got that grit, that grind mentality. The kind of stuff coaches love to see.
What I like is the style of play you can be consistent with. Even when shots aren't going down for you, you can keep the pace.
And now to some other news. We've got some trades to talk about.
In Garland, this team got a big old dog. He scores inside and out. He will take over games. Fearless. Great job getting him on this roster.
Is that close, Shaq?
Yeah.
Or is that? Okay, sorry.
He's not there yet.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to...
It's becoming very clear at this point that we are no longer the underdogs. That's wild. First of all, his ISOs on here. His ISOs. I mean, I get what they're trying to do. You know, Paul George does. He kind of does that necessarily a little bit. You know, he does do that a little bit. But how 2K tries to like portray it, excuse me, is like, I don't know. Aiden Mahoney and Jamario Sharp are the only G Leaguers on that. But I'm most likely leading the rookies in most of the important stats anyway. Or in the top 5 of the stats. So rebounding, assists, points, I'm number one, of course. Steals,
He needs to try to get another basket.
definitely in the top 5 of
His
those.
jumper is not going down right
Probably
now.
not blocks, even though I'll get a block in. I'm a little underdog with the blocks, but that's not necessarily my forte. I'm a little concerned right now. Even though I'm doing me, doing what I can, there goes old-ass Al Horford coming off the bench. Paul George is injured. I mean, it's the play-in tournament, so, you know, people treat that like the playoffs. So he's still in the game. But I'm trying to figure out to what extent. I mean, the fact that you're in the game lets me know that you can still play, because if you couldn't, then it would be red and you would be on the bench right now. So I just want to know the extent of his injury. Like, is this really gonna affect you if we win this game and we have to play in the championship? Like, I'm hoping not, but hey, bro, you really never know. And man, I'm excited though. I'm excited for this season. We have a lot of success this season. We're under 9 losses and I believe over 20 wins by now. We played some games. This is week 7, so yeah, we definitely played some games. We're in December now. And speaking of, we're getting closer and closer to my birthday, man.
Not a lot of plays drawn up.
To be honest,
so his energy and involvement come
right? We win this, then I'm not really sure what day the championship will be on. Obviously, it has to be this week, but my birthday is also this week, so it would be really, really dope if we could finish this game out. We only got 3 minutes left. Paul George don't sell us. If we could finish this game out, and either I have two options, right? The fact that Paul George has this blue thing under him, bro, I'm so glad it's not the 3rd quarter with 2 minutes left. And it's the 4th. I mean, it's the 4th, bro. Y'all are down by double digits. I don't want to say give it up, but you're done now. You know what I'm saying? You're done. But yeah, this is interesting, and it's just gonna get more and more interesting as roster moves, coach moves, staff moves, you know, trades. When all that happens, all before the February deadline, and you know, we see how the NBA forms parity-wise, then that's when we're really going to see the full potential of this NBA Today league, for real, for real. And this team. I mean, we're not necessarily immune to a trade. We're not trading Paul or me, but if there's a trade out there that makes us better than what we already are, hey man, so be it. Fuck it.
So we see the Wizards get the win here, and they punch their ticket to the tournament finals and a chance at the NBA Cup.
The extra game, not a deterrent. They want the cup and a shot at the prize money.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks so much. Paul, you dialed up the defense in this one. What were some of those adjustments?
Well, we're starting to pressure up. You know, we're starting to use our hands. You know, a team like that, you can't let them be comfortable. And we're doing a great job of just, you know, taking away their airspace.
Well, the discomfort showed and led to a win for you guys. Congrats on the win.
Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. We leave you now with our New Balance Player of the Game.
Do it. I say do it. But I'm pretty sure I'm not trading Clint. I'm not trading me. I'm not trading Paul. Denny, though? I don't know. Jason Tatum was itching to go for 50, but he couldn't get it. 47, 11, and 6. 31, 6, and 7 with 1 turnover. Crazy. Paul George had 42 minutes, but 13 points and 7 assists. But he was injured. 4 for 23. Strained right hip for Oklahoma City's Chet Holmgren and Paul George. They both have the same injury, bro. That's kind of crazy. 16-5. They're 18-3. They need to be in the championship. December 7th is the championship on a Saturday. And guess what, everybody? That's the day of my motherfucking birthday, bro. Yo, I have to win this. I have to.
2K's coverage of the Cup Championship game. It all comes down to this. Joined by my friends Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. So, Greg, this is a winner-take-all game. Walk us through the strategy for both teams.
Well, I feel like you got to get off to a good start, Kevin. So that first quarter is going to be intense. You have to shake off any nerves that you have while attempting to treat this like any other game.
This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Jonas Valanciunas.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
As well, but it is also great prep for the postseason.
And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. George with a screen on Giddey. Gilgeous-Alexander against Johnson. Shot clock at 6. High post shot, and he nails the jumper.
And the lack of...
Not only that, it's NBA today. It's my birthday, so you know I got to debut the Cobra 1 BDAYs. Let's go. No lie, bro. No, is Aaron Wiggins and Andrew Wiggins related? I never even looked that up. But I've always kind of wondered that. Anyway, bro, I was so glad when I seen Chet Holmgren was injured. Because I was so concerned for Paul George being injured. I was just like, bro, are you kidding me? For the fucking championship, you're going to get injured right now? On ACE? So you're probably playing like hella minutes, but struggling like shit because you're injured. And is that really helping us at the same time? I mean, is Corey Kispert or Denny Avija better than an injured Paul George? Slightly injured Paul George, I guess. I don't know. I honestly don't know. One thing I know, though, is that he was 4 for 23 and like maybe 1 for 10 for 3 or some shit like that. So I'm not depending on Paul George this game. He's just literally going to be my complimentary, strictly defensive guy. You know what I mean? Like, if there's an open layup, I'll give it to him. Maybe an open shot, he might hit it. But for the most part, I'm not just handing him the ball and letting him do that little ISO between the legs, or, you know, giving him the ball with like 3 seconds left, trying to see what he can do with it, or any of that stuff, bro. I know all of this depends on me. All right? It's just that simple, dog. Like, whether we win or lose depends on me and me alone. And to be real, I haven't necessarily been in a high pressure situation like this to where this matters a lot more than a regular season game. We're in a championship per se in the NBA, even though it's not the NBA championship. The in-season tournament championship still matters also. See, I'll let you get 1 or 2 of them things off, but you got 4 for 8, 9 points. He's chilling. He's chilling. You know, he's not doing too much. I'm not giving him the ball too much. Like we're doing our thing right now. We're still down by 4, which means the Oklahoma City Thunder are probably the most talented. He probably wouldn't have made that if he wasn't injured. But just judging from their record, bro, they're probably the most talented team in this league. It used to be the Celtics with Drew Holiday, but now that he's gone, I'm not really sure if there's a Western team other than maybe the Timberwolves that has more talent. You know, you might be able to put Rudy on one of their tall guys and Karl Anthony Towns. You got Anthony Edwards. I mean, I get it. You know, the Wolves may give the Thunder a run for their money, but for the most part, I don't see anybody else doing it. You know, maybe a miracle Lakers game, but
coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
Giddey sets the pick for Gilgeous-Alexander. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Gilgeous-Alexander is an unselfish team player.
Washington calls timeout.
Timeout on the floor. Washington timeout.
I don't see nobody in the East beating us either. So, damn, bro, this shit is getting so real. 16-5. Both us and the Knicks are 16-5 right now. The Nets are trying to get a little bit more wins. With Darius Garland, we'll see. You know, Cavs trying to get some more wins also, but I don't know. I don't know if it can be us and the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals. I just don't see it for some reason. I don't know why I don't. Maybe it's because we're in like 2 different of divisions, like Atlantic, Southeast. Somehow I feel like, I don't know, we're just not going to meet paths in the Eastern Conference. But if we do, we do. And I know Mikal Bridges is a little sad that he can't be on the Knicks, like in real life. But I don't know, this Cavs team might be the answer, bro. As weird as that sounds, it really might be the answer for him.
After this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision.
Bruh, it's the moment of truth. It's the 4th quarter. Put your 4s up. It's the 4th quarter, bro. It's the moment of truth. We're down by 8 in the 4th. P. Giddey just missing the 3. Bro, I gotta do something, bro. It's the championship. This is the last in-season tournament game we are going to be playing this year. And, bro, we went from having one of the worst records to being one of the best teams. If we can win this championship, not only for our own reputation, but just for the simple fact that it's my fucking birthday, bro. Like, what? I'm not finna lose on my birthday, bro. Like, give me the ball. Like, fuck that. I'm not losing on my birthday, bro. You just either you gotta give me the ball or you gotta make shots yourself. But nah, bro, I'm not trying to lose on my birthday. I'm debuting Cobra 1 BDAY colorway kicks. You know, just for the fuck of it. Y'all not finna, bro, listen, y'all not finna give me no L's on my birthday, bro. Who takes L's on their birthday?
It's stolen by Johnson.
I don't know, but I'm doing everything it takes. I know y'all haven't seen the entire full game because that's not the format of this particular series. You know, I try to do different things. Last time I was doing like a more documentary style for the playoffs. I guess my favorite one of those is the second round against the Clippers. That was like one of the hardest documentaries I've seen, video game or not. And I made it. But sometimes I still just watch it just to watch it, bro. like dead ass. Like I really do just like watch that joint sometimes. Sometimes I get some inspiration off of it and think of other ideas simply based off that one documentary that I made of the Prime League secret season. Or no, it wasn't the Prime League. No, it was the Prime League. It was the Prime League. But it wasn't the secret season. It was just the regular Rockets. The Prime League Rockets with Melo and me. You know, the original squad. I ended up using the secret season team for the all-time teams tournament, which lasted, I want to say, maybe 4 or 5 games. I think we ended up going against MJ. Yeah, we ended up going against Michael Jordan, the 96 Bulls. And they slaughtered us, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you. It was pretty good until the fourth quarter. Then the fourth quarter, it was just like Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan completely took over, started stealing every single ball, whether it's dribbling, passing, you know, somebody in the post. It didn't matter. Everybody was getting fucking stripped. It was terrible. But anyway, we're up 4. Fourth quarter, we just got to maintain our lead. Switching up the play right there. Giving it to Visa. Glad Paul George passed that off. Let me get that. What is you talking about? Bro, I love the flashes on 2K, bro. I don't know what it is. Maybe I miss more lighting in the game. Everything seems shaded so dark. But when people are taking pictures and you're able to see it through the replay and like that little flash of just like super lighting on everything that's happening. Bro, that shit looks so good, bro. And it's like, it's so quick. But if you're able to catch it in a replay, like usually I'm going to take a picture and usually make it a cover if I see the flash happening while I'm doing something. Because it just looks that good. But bro, I just won on my birthday. I'm fucking psyched, bro. Yes.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game. And added another layer of excitement, Greg, to the NBA calendar. What a success.
Oh, man, it has been really entertaining as well. I really enjoyed the games this year. What an addition this has been to the schedule.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together. And we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. As we present our new The Cobra.
The man had 27 and 11. That's not bad. Chet Holmgren had 29 and 4 off a strained hip. Josh Giddey had 20. But your boy had 50 points. Fuck is you talking about, man? That's BDAY stats. On my birthday, 50 points. Won the championship. Man, can't nobody say shit to me. I pretty much just won the NBA championship. Fuck it.